You're pregnant! Congratulations! Do you know what the current research says about caffeine, alcohol, and tobacco in pregnancy? Well, that's exactly what this video is about. So go ahead and hit subscribe and click the bell so you get notified when I post part 3 of this series. Hi guys, I'm Haley. I'm a labor and delivery nurse, childbirth educator, certified breastfeeding counselor, doula, and mom of 2. Welcome to Pregnancy, Birth, and Parenting 101, educating and supporting you one video at a time. Did you hear or read that you're supposed to limit your caffeine intake now that you're pregnant? A lot of organizations and providers are making that recommendation for fear of miscarriage. That's pretty scary, right? But let's talk about what the current evidence-based research says. In researcher and economist Emily Oster's book, Expecting Better, she talks about what the actual evidence-based research says from a lot of different sources and studies. And what she found was that women who had no coffee whatsoever during their pregnancy had about a 10% risk of miscarriage by 20 weeks. And this is going to be a surprise to a lot of people, but the studies showed that women who had about 3.5 cups of coffee or more during their pregnancy, or not during their pregnancy, just kidding, during the day, had less than an 8% chance of miscarriage by 20 weeks. So those are some pretty significant numbers. And I don't know about you, but I feel pretty comfortable having my 2 cups of coffee a day during my pregnancy. Well, not that I'm pregnant now, but my previous pregnancies and hopefully my future pregnancies. So now I want to talk about alcohol with you guys. I don't know about you, but abstaining from a glass of wine for an entire 9 months was going to take an act of God with me with my pregnancies. So what does the current research say? There's no research that suggests that light drinking during your pregnancy causes any long-term negative effects for your baby. So let's talk about, again, I'm gonna refer to Emily Oster's book, Expecting Better, which if you haven't gotten this, go ahead and get it on Amazon, start reading it. It's amazing, it's full of knowledge. As you can see, I have marked so many pages. And she's got pages and pages of resources and studies, academic studies that she refers to. So, but back to alcohol. You want to know, can you have that glass of wine? Throw in the comments below what is your favorite drink and what drink are you thinking you're going to miss the most during this pregnancy. But moving on, what is a drink? Okay, a drink constitutes 4 ounces of wine. Okay. So this lovely blue food coloring here represents 4 ounces of wine. I don't know about you, but I'm normally I pour about up to there and call that a glass of wine. So just to clarify what a drink is, this would be 1 ounce of hard liquor. So there's your tequila, girl, all right? Make you a margarita. And then 12 ounces of beer. I used to make my husband order Blue Moon just so I could have like 3 to 5 sips of it. I craved it so much in my first pregnancy, which is weird because I'm not a beer drinker, but you know, crazy cravings and all that. But anyway, so basically, let's get to the research and what it says. The research suggests that during the first trimester, you can have a couple glasses a week. I'm sorry, not glasses, a couple of drinks per week. And then once you hit the 2nd and 3rd trimester, you can upgrade to 1 drink a day. So that seems like a lot more than what I had, but again, this is what the research says. So if you don't believe me, grab the book. All of the information she lists on there, everything from the research and the studies are all you have public access to. So you can back up the research. And let's see, what else? Okay, so now let's talk about tobacco. Long story short, don't do it while you're pregnant. Don't smoke while you're pregnant. Don't use chewing tobacco if any of you do. It's weird, but whatever. The reason why is there is a significant increase in risk to both mom and baby. So some of the risks, but not limited to these, would be miscarriage, preterm labor. So meaning that you go into labor before the baby's fully cooked, we'll call it. Small for gestational age. So that carries its own risks, meaning like, for instance, the baby could have breathing problems when it's born, could have issues maintaining its blood sugar. There's a lot of issues that come with being a small for gestational age baby. And then the last is a placenta abruption. So that's scary, and it is a medical emergency. It's where the placenta actually detaches from the uterus. And what happens then is you're bleeding from both your uterus and also the placenta. So mom is bleeding and baby is bleeding. It's scary. It's a medical emergency. Don't increase your risk for it by smoking. So don't smoke. All right. Okay. So to summarize, girl, drink your coffee. Don't feel bad about having an occasional glass of wine, and quit smoking. All right. That's it for today's video. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with the friends. And catch me on Instagram at Naples Birth Services. And if you're in Southwest Florida and you want in-home childbirth education or support, look me up on naplesbirthservices.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, you got this.